I'm not an athlete, I think that's pretty obvious, but I've decided to set myself a challenge. I'm going to enter a half marathon. So I went down to my local sports shop and bought myself a GPS watch and downloaded the app to try to help me reach my goal. The app is called Garmin Connect, and it uses the concepts of video games in a non-game context to keep my attention and motivation on the task. The approach is even called gamification, and its purpose is to motivate people to do something they wouldn't normally do. There are all sorts of factors that define gamification, but essentially they boil down to three key components, and they're the same intrinsic motivators that work on us inside or outside of games. Firstly, meaning. Gamification needs to connect with people's interests or passions or supply a goal. Progress bars and quests don't really have an effect unless they're attached to a goal. Stop the zombie, help cancer researchers, or beat your friends. So how does Garmin do it? You can connect with friends and a community and then compare your efforts against them on a leaderboard. Steps for the day, best times for distances or challenges. That competition element can help give some community meaning. Secondly, mastery. Video games aren't engaging because there's rewards. They're fun because there's an element of skill development and mastery required to achieve those rewards. And with Garmin, there are set targets. Distance, time, VO2 and training intensity. There are also set tracks to complete. Achieve a target or break your record and you get a badge. It's not quite leveling up or defeating a boss, but that reward coming back to you and the badge on your profile helps give you some feeling of achievement and reward. The third factor is autonomy. Play is voluntary. Where, when and how I achieve my goals is entirely up to me. I don't have to do it the way the app tells me to. My decisions are autonomous. The only reward is my own satisfaction and fitness, what are called intrinsic rewards. Extrinsic or external rewards make it an obligation with an expectation to achieve, and people lose enjoyment and actually perform worse because of it. Put those three factors together and you've got meaningful gamification. The thing is, this app isn't even that good at gamification. When it comes to meaning, there's nothing that supports an overarching narrative, and you can't put your own goals into it. It essentially becomes a boring process to change numbers on a screen. And without that story, it's too easy to put Garmin Connect to one side halfway through. The mastery? Well, there's no variety or escalation to the quests. They're essentially just do the same thing, but faster or further. There's no leveling up to make you feel like you're necessarily mastering something, and there's no creativity to the challenge. It's also quite easy to game the game or cheat. I mean, if you wanted to reach a daily step goal, you could attach it to a drill. Or you could ride a segment on a bike, but claim you were running, instantly beating the leaderboard. And this is the problem with all forms of gamification. People start trying to find ways to beat the game side of it, rather than actually reaching the outcomes the game is trying to achieve. All up, Garmin Connect is actually pretty weak gamification. There's a lot of other apps out there that are a lot better at it, but they're all trying to make us do something we wouldn't have normally done, whether that's get fit, change our habits, or make us spend money. So could you consider gamified apps to be manipulative? Well, yeah, they're all trying to manipulate us to do something we wouldn't normally do. But in this case, it's something positive, fun, and inspiring, and we're okay with that.